Cool. So where we last left off, we're looking at or we figured out that we need to get all of the transcripts from some API, um, pass in some system instructions. That could be your audience demographics, keywords, the amount of chapters you might want, and then we want to send that over to OpenAI and have that respond back with the chapters. Um, and yesterday we're at the first part, which was getting the subtitles or the transcript, which was proving to be a little annoying. So we came across three ways that there was with this command line tool called YTDLP. Um, there were two APIs that we took a look at: YouTube transcript API and also PyTube. Um, I am going. I think I'm going to be going with the command line tool. Reason the reason why is because even though this is an open source, maybe I don't know if open source, but a fast project that I'm working on, even though I just want to be scrappy here, um, it's still good to pay attention to like the tools that you're using. This one's seems pretty up to date, and the maintainers see someone's changed something in 4 days, so the maintainers are actively maintaining it, which is good. That's a good sign that you can trust the tool. However, it is limited what you can get back from it. So it's a downside. The other other API that we saw was PyTube. What was wrong with PyTube? I think PyTube was really not maintained. I mean, like 7 years ago. That's usually like a warning sign to me that this is something that probably might work, but how much trust do you really have in it? Um, while the other tool, YTDLP, um, I mean, it's really active. We're doing the stream now at 4:20, and it was updated last at 2 hours ago. So that's a good sign to me that this is something that is maintained. And if YouTube, for whatever, changes the way in which they made it accessible to get the transcripts or any of that, we know that we can kind of lean on this tool and the maintainers and the community to keep that up to date, which is nice. It's used by 66.6K people. Yeah. So anyway, gonna go with this tool, YTDLP. One of the things we also noticed yesterday was that when we were going between some of these tools, the transcript seemed a little off, and there was like different start and duration time. Um, yeah, I think the important part to me is first off, again, maintainability of the tool. Second is speed at which we're developing this together. Um, I don't think I don't think it matters that much if the timing's a little off. And I did notice that when I was using, for example, the YouTube transcript API, the timing was slightly off from the YTDLP command line tool. However, I think it's a pretty small or negligible amount that we can kind of ignore it. Um, yeah, yeah. So let me just show you what we have. So I'm gonna first remove that. Actually, before I start, let me just tell some people about this stream. So we can get some more friends here. Let's see. All right, cool. So let's continue. So what we're doing. So YTDLP. So let me just show you what we have so far. So what we have is this. I'm gonna run this. So what it's doing is it's using the YTDLP command line tool to grab metadata from YouTube, and from that metadata, we are extracting the title of the video, the channel URL, which is this one, the web page URL, which is I guess the URL to the video, and then we have this automatic captions field where we're grabbing the captions that were generated by YouTube. Um, yeah, and we're specifying that we want the English captions. I wonder. I think English. It would be interesting to have a feature in the future to support different languages. I'm not sure what the benchmark or the evals are like for these LLM tools with different languages. I assume that they are uh, working the best with English because they were probably trained on loads of internet. It was trained on loads of internet data, which is probably primarily English. But yeah, maybe that's a future feature where we include or we allow for different languages. I'm going to put that over here. Um, Allow for different languages. Okay. But yeah, that's basically what we have here. And I'm printing out the different captions that YouTube generates for English, and they have different formats. Let's take a look here. We have JSON 3, we have SRV1, 2, 3, TTML, VTT. So in yesterday's stream, we were looking at us downloading VTT directly. Let's take a look at this one here. So this one is interesting. So the VTT, I noticed it has some HTML here. It's a little ugly, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of it. How? Oh, and it's basically duplicating every line, which I'm not sure. Maybe in the future, a potential optimization is we use the VTT and then we kind of like extract the timestamps and the text, because right now it is it's a little it's a little not clean. Versus when I looked at TTML, is it TTML? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this one I would say is way more clean music. Um, and I have a feeling because the structure is in this way, it actually might make it easier for the LLM to make sense of the data. But I could be wrong. I mean, if we take a look at how long this is versus how long this one was, this one's definitely way longer. A lot more spaces here. I'm not sure for token count. I guess it's the same thing. Like, I'm not sure how tokens work. If a space is like like a space here, like these spaces, do they all count as tokens sent to the LLM versus like all this HTML that might not matter? Um, Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, what I'll do is we'll put some notes in here, and we will just keep the ball rolling, and then we'll see what we decide in the future. So anyway, so let's write some notes, and let's actually keep going. So we have access to the subtitles. So let's grab the subtitles. Let's pass it with the system instructions to OpenAI, and let's generate the chapters. Okay, so let's see here. Cool. Actually, one last thing I'll point out is that because this is a CLI tool, you'll notice that I'm using this sub process library from OpenAI, in Python. Sub process. This module allows you to spawn processes, connect to their input output error pipes, and obtain the return codes. Um, the way I look at this is basically you're able to run like these commands here. Like let's say I wanted to run a command here. You can run it from within Python in a separate process. Um, that's basically it. There might be a way to kind of do like, I don't know, import YLTDP. There might be a way to do that. I'm not sure. Um, let's just run with what works right now. And one last thing, I think I said it last time, but one last thing I want to point out also is that we do have in in the previous stream, I was installing YTDLP. I was including it here, and it wouldn't show up here. Like in the README, it said install it with pip, and then you'd be able to find it, right? But we weren't able to find it. So what I did was, I don't know if you notice here, but I am managing this environment, this show with Nix. I'm still very new to Nix, but what I did was, in this dev environment, whenever I move into this directory, YouTube chapter generate, it installs these libraries and packages, and there's a cached and hashed version of these libraries, so I don't have to install it every single time. It's on my local machine. However, so if you come here now, if I do which ytdlp, you'll see it's there and it's in my Nix store, right? What's cool about Nix now is, if I open up another and I go to my root directory and I do which ytdlp, it says ytdlp not found, right? So that just shows you that this is Nix is working correctly here, which is nice. Highly recommend if you haven't seen Nix before, Nix OS keyboard shortcuts. I would take a look. I'm still really new to it, and a friend of mine who, I feel like I mentioned in the previous video, he introduced me to Nix, and very one of the things he said to me was that doing really easy things like without Nix is really hard with Nix, and the learning curve is really high and really steep, and it gets harder and harder. But the payoff down the line uh, is uh, is something that makes it worth like learning. Um, but let's see here. Yeah, so that's Nix. And the way I installed YTDLP is that I included it in a package here, and so whenever time I go in this directory, it's now available. It's now available for us to use. Okay. Maybe in the deployed version of this app, I also will use Nix. So let's say I had an EC2 instance that had Nix installed, and I had this flake.nix file and dir-env and these other things for setup. What would happen is I would run this like, I don't know, fast API app or something, um, with YTDLP installed in the environment, and I would have access to all the command line tools. What else? If I had like a CI pipeline, could do something very similar. Yeah, I guess in a way it could have used Docker, but Nix was just something that I was exploring, and I felt like it was way easier to do for me than having Docker containers. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's actually code now because I've been talking a lot. Let's actually code now. So let's see. Cool, cool. So what did we say we're going to do here? What did we say we're going to do? We talked about why we're using YTDLP. We talked about how we're going to get the captions, and we're going to use the TTML. And what else are we going to do? So from the TTML, um, we're going to from the TTML, we're going to grab the. I guess we can just grab the entire file and send it over to OpenAI. Yeah, we can grab the entire file, send it over to OpenAI with system instructions. Okay, let's just do that. Let's see here. So system instructions. Okay. And what we'll do is, just for sake of simplicity here, um, I like this if name main thing, but I think it's just a little. We don't need it right now. Let me just comment that out. Okay, system instructions, and what we'll do is we're going to. I know in Anthropic we did this yesterday. Generate chapters for YouTube. Consider the following. Users are technical. Cool. Age 1440. Okay, cool. Eventually, we can make this some type of like F string, and the F string we can pass in data. We can pass in some of the parameters. Like, for example, we could do something like this. We can say, whoa, what's going on? We could do something like this. We could put tags. We can say tags are technical. What else about them? We can say, they're technical. They are interested in education. And then what we can do is we can reference the tag in the F string. So we can make it a little bit more dynamic. Let's do that. Instead of tags, I'm going to say interests. Okay. Let's put a location. I don't know. Age, cool. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. To remove this main function. Maybe it was an over optimization to have like some of the main stuff, but it's fine. Okay, so we have our interest. It's being used in the F string, location, age. Let's see. What else we got? We got a title. So let's say a person passed in the video URL. We're able to get all that information. Let's captions list. Let's pass some of this in. Okay. Actually, what I'll do is instead of passing this in the system instruction, we'll put it in the prompt. So from what I understand of system instructions are kind of like the instructions that you give the LLM initially. It kind of steers the LLM in a specific direction, and then you can prompt it after. And so you might reuse the uh, the LLM with a history, but the system instruction allows for it to kind of have like some starting point. Um, yeah. Cool. So this is not the captions that we want to send. We want to send another one, but let's see here. So let's actually get the captions from this URL. So what we could do is captions list. We're going to do for caption and captions list. That's correct. If caption extension is equal to ttml, right? We want to get the URL. Captions URL is equal to none. Okay. We want to get the URL. Cool. For whatever reason, I doubt that this is going to be the case. Let's just put a check. If captions URL is none, yeah, we can just exit there for now. Cool. So let's see what we have so far. Print. Nope. Captions. URL. Cool. So we have this URL. Now I believe this URL is just opening up this XML file. So how do you read XML files with Python? We could just ask GPT. However, sometimes you just don't need to. I mean, that's basically AI right there, but let's let's just use GPT. Let's see, captions URL. We have captions. Okay. Let's see what the power of AI here is here. So the result of getting the captions URL, caption is a XML file. Get the XML file and parse to get the body. Oh, so it's the same library that was recommended. And let's see. Okay. So we need a request library, and we need this XML library. Let's come over here. Seems like this is native to Python, which is new to me. Let's see. Let's just copy this, put this here. And let's see. What is it doing? So it's making a get request to get the contents of the URL, which we know gives us basically thing. And then you're passing in the content to build like some type of tree here. Element tree. Okay, element tree. Okay, so you have this tree, and then after we have the tree, we want to find all that looks like that. This looks a little fishy. W3 dot. I mean, yeah, it has that. Okay, sure. Then we want to get the text, captions text. Then after we get the captions text, we want to create this full transcript. Print full transcript. This part over here looks a little fishy. It was generated by GPT, but let's run with it. Let's run with it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Hey, what's up, everyone? Let me screen, which is probably for someone who's. Yeah. You know what's annoying about some of this, by the way? I'm not seeing like periods and punctuation. Start going through. I think just to add some clarity to the text to the text, clarity to the text, it might, in my opinion, be better to have a period between each thing. I think that would do it. Yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? Let me share my screen. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, we want the text. But we don't want just want the text. We want this begin and end attribute in the style. So we don't want that. Let's come back here. Jump the gun here too much. So let's go back to GPT here. Figure this out. Or not GPT. What are we using? We're using Claude. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so what we're doing, so we want to bit like this. So I mean, it is nice having GPT do this because you can kind of get it done fast, but I also want to understand what's going on. Find all root find all. Okay. P dot text. So maybe, oh, I see. It's going to give me every paragraph. Okay, so wait. We don't even need to go to GPT yet because we're jumping the gun there. Let's see if we can do something like just print P. I have a feeling that with P we can get maybe um, these HTML tags, not tags. What are they? What do you call like class name? You know, let's ask. Let's ask. What do you call the P begin end style? No, that's not what I'm. No. In HTML, what do you call style in this? HTML attributes. Yes, these are attributes. Okay. Cool. So I think we print out the entire line. We might figure out how we can just grab the attributes that we need. Okay. So you get an element. Okay. Let's see what else I can get done quickly here. So XML library. Let's see. Python XML library element get attributes. Element tree. Get root tag root dot attributes. Cool. Child dot tag and attributes. Tag and attributes. I wonder. Let's just try that down. Let's try something here, and let's do for child in P, get the tag and the attribute. And we don't need to do it for all of them. Let's just do it for one and see what this looks like. What? Print P. Okay, it's just one element. That's why. So maybe if we should just do print P dot tag, or if we do P dot attribute, that makes sense. Nice. So not the tag, it's the attributes. Nice. So we want to get the begin and the end. Whoa, that's not how you spell attributes. Okay. Attributes. Nice. Okay. One thing I guess we touched on before was that these values are a little wonky. They're wonky. However, I don't. The end value is what really trips me up. I don't really think we care about it that much. So what we're gonna do is let's just get the begin. Okay. And when we're generating the chapters for YouTube, the first timestamp must be that. So maybe when we start talking, we're talking at the first second. This end one is a little confusing. I think to just simplify it, We just care about the begin time. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So what we can do then is instead of just putting in the time, let's make a dictionary option, move that up, tab. I don't want all of that. Begin. Okay. Start might be better. And then what do we want? We want the actual text. Text. P.text. So that will whoa. Why do I feel like this is messed up? Did I just mess something up? It's attributes, right? Yeah. It's attributes. Begin, yes. And it's p.text. Nice. Okay, so now if we print out and we can use pretty print captions text, it should be a really nice JSON of the start and the text. No. Full transcript is not working. Full transcript. Yes, that's not going to work anymore. Okay. Nice. So it tells you when it started, and it tells you the end, and it stops over here. 61 minutes and 17 seconds is how long the video is. Okay. Cool. That much. Actually, well, hold on a second. And that's actually, is it a lot? Yeah, not that. So we're not sending over the entire XML. We're sending over this thing. Future optimization could be if we notice that this is taking up too much tokens with the LLM, we can look at the size of this thing, and we can then make multiple LLM calls depending on how big this thing is, and condense it. But these token windows, these context windows are gigantic now, so that shouldn't really be a problem. I think. Cool. Let's delete that. Okay. Now we have this thing called captions text. I'm going to remove caption text outside of this try. This code is, it's not my best. It's doing its job. Captions text. Okay. Cool. So now we should have this prompt, and we have the system instructions that we can send over to OpenAI. Okay, so let's actually send this over to OpenAI and let's generate these chapters. So the last time I used OpenAI Docs, one of the downside. I mean, I've used OpenAI many times, but one of the things that I was paying attention to once was like the structured outputs. And before they didn't have that. You had to use another library, which I was using this library called Instructor to get structured outputs from the LLMs. It would use function calling and some Pydantic stuff to, for example, if you would call OpenAI, give me back user info, it would come back in this shape. So you can easily grab the data and use it instead of just a blob of text that is not usable. Anyway, now OpenAI has the ability, I believe, to give it a Pydantic model, and it should give you back the response in that shape. I'm sure that there's some trade-offs between the two. For example, maybe one or the other might be faster. This one seems like it only supports specific models. Older models like GPT-4 Turbo and earlier may use JSON mode instead. I think Instructor might actually save me some time because I feel. Hold on, let's see. You can do some chain of thought stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Define your object. Okay. Instead of having to use another library, I would like to use instructor in the future, I believe. But for now, let's just run with OpenAI and see how far we can get. So we have OpenAI installed. Is Pydantic installed? Does Pydantic just come with... Oh, what's there, which is nice. Okay, let's grab this thing here for an example. And what do we want our response to look like? What do you want our response to look like? So what we want is a timestamp, chapter time stamp. Should have a start, an end, and it should have some text. That is correct. And then we want to have a list of chapter timestamps or chapter. I don't like timestamps. It's chapter. We want a list of chapters. Yes, we want a list of chapters. That's right. Cool. So what we can do then is, if one chapter is going to have the start, do we want to have an end date? Actually, no. I don't think we want to have an end date. So yesterday we generated chapters here. So it's just a start and a title. All right. So we don't even need an end. We just need the text for it. And what do we need? So that's one chapter, and we want to have a chapters, just a list of them. Cool. And then we're gonna use that chapter. So let's go back to the docs. Which one? This is instructor. Come over here. Cool. And then we want to just client.beta. Sure. Let's just grab that. Come over here, client, and we are going to grab that. We're going to come over here. We're going to create our OpenAI, import that. This is going to be looking at my .n file, which I have purposely ignored it because I don't want to accidentally click it and then leak my OpenAI keys, which I thought is really nice that you could do this on VS Code or Cursor. But yeah, I have my OpenAI API key there. So that's where it's going to pick it up from. And now we have a client, and client is going to use GPT-4o. It's going to take this system instruction and this prompt. So what we're going to do is we're going to change and say, hey, we want our response to be in this chapter's output. We want the system instruction to be system instructions. Yep. And we want the prompt to be prompt. And what is this telling me to do here? Okay, cool. Sure. Okay. So what do we have right now? So we're grabbing the transcript. We're grabbing the transcript using the YouTube D2L library. Is that what it's called? What is it called again? YouTube DLP library. We're going to grab it, a URL that has XML of the transcript. We're going to take that XML. We're going to grab the start and the text to create a JSON of all that data. Then we are going to send over to OpenAI a system instruction saying, hey, generate chapters for YouTube. The first timestamp must be 00. We're going to consider these following options here, which are our user's interest, where they're from, and their age. And the prompt is going to include some information of the video, including the captions. Captions text. No. Captions text. Yes. Captions text. I think the one thing though I need to consider here is that this is a list. So what we should do actually is actually I wonder if f strings are smart enough to. I have a feeling this is going to fail. I think this needs to be converted into a string for this f string. But let's see what happens when we run this. What time is it? 5:04. Gotta get out of here soon. Okay. Oh, nice. So that's something I learned there. Even though that this is a list, f strings are capable of taking that list and basically just plugging in the entire data into the string. So you don't need to grab information and convert them into strings. It will just do it for you, which is nice. Cool. And now we look over here and we see that we have chapters. Let's look at this a little bit better. So we have chapters. For chapter in chapters, print chapter.start and chapter.text, because this is the format in which we would copy it and paste it in our YouTube description. Crap. Tuple has no attribute start. Huh? Why did that happen? It's a tuple? Does one of them... I thought that this should respect the... I thought it should respect the pydantic model, so we should be able to grab stuff from it, unless I am incorrect. How do you structure a response format? Define your object, supply your object in the API call. That's correct. Handle edge cases. What are the edge cases? Oh, that sucks. There's edge cases in which it would not respond back with. Sucks. Maybe this is a reason why we should be using instructor instead. Is it because I'm assuming what this is saying is that there is. Oh no! Wait a minute. No. Chapters. It's a tuple. That means that I need to get the chapters from here, but it's not like that. No. It's damn. I feel like I never really used tuples in Python. 0, 1. I think that should be it. Because what we're saying is that we are grabbing. Yes. Yes. Should be that. Yes. Okay. So there are pydantic models. It's a tuple. Come on. Some of these you just got to read. There you have it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So technically, we can basically copy this transcript now and put that into YouTube. So let's try another video. Let's try another video. I'm going to remove this. Let's try another video. So this is a yeah. That's that one. What is a video that does not have transcripts? Content. Let's try. So this is a video that I did a while back that does not have transcript, I think. Yeah, it does not. So let's copy that. Let's come over here, put it here. Cool. Let's UV run main. Now, this video is a lot smaller than my other one, so this should be faster. Yeah, not bad. And then we can come here, edit the video, and you can put that there. I wonder if you need to say chapters. I don't remember. What did we do for this one? No, we don't. Just need to put the timestamps. Right? Um, oh, yes, and they showed up already. Nice, nice. Cool. So this is like something working kind of like end to end. We give it a video URL and it sends it over to GPT, takes some input and creates the chapters. Um, I think I'm going to call it at that for today. Uh, let's see. Let's go back to Excalidraw to just see where we are. So we decided not to use the VTT format. Instead, we're using XML format. With system instructions, we give it some parameters, and then we send it over with the chapter in the correct format. So that's working. So what's the next step here? Next step to me feels like we should decide on, should we make this some app that anyone could use? Okay, that's to be determined. If anyone out there has a suggestion on what they think is a good next step, please let me know. And yeah, this is not done yet. We're definitely going to be doing something to polish this and um, make it something that we can share with other people. I think that's it for today. Thanks for anyone who joined or watching this later. Peace.